XP here with eXp Realty, and today I'm speaking with Kristi Blanson of Crazy Beautiful. Hi, Kristi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I'm so excited to be here today.
Me too.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course.
Can you please describe your business?
So we are a full-service hair salon here in Midtown Ventura. We offer a variety of services. We cater to every hair type. That includes texture, density. We have ladies who have little or thinning hair. We have solutions for that. And then we have ladies who maybe just want, braiding updos. So pretty much everything in between. We do all sorts of chemical services. So color, balayage, highlights. We do smoothing services. We do literally just about everything here.
Okay, that's awesome. Did you do makeup and nails too?
So I would say that's maybe where our limitation is.
Okay.
We have a couple of stylists that will do makeup upon request, say if it's a special event, wedding, that sort of thing. We don't have a nail tech yet, maybe one day in the future. We're always growing. But we do have some amazing referrals for some ladies and some establishments in the area that do wonderful work. So.
Okay. What made you decide to open Crazy Beautiful?
Well, I think, like most girls, right, being younger, I had this dream that, I want to do makeup, I want to do hair, I want to make women feel beautiful. And I really did always have this dream. And I think, I started many years ago, I started in makeup, and I thought, I always wanted to get my hair license. I want to learn how to do hair. I want to learn all things hair. I want to learn all things helping women feel beautiful. So I kind of just, I set a goal for myself, and after getting my cosmetology license, I was at a couple of different places, but I always had this sort of bigger goal and bigger dream to have a multi-chair salon. And so here we are. I love it because it's small. So we call ourselves a boutique salon for the sheer fact that it's small. It's very much a family here. And we want to feel sort of exclusive in that, it's appointment only. Everyone here is treated like a queen or a king. But at the same time, we're definitely very much about, the community and making ourselves open to everyone.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
What was it like when you first started?
Well, for me, I actually was very fortunate and very blessed to start out really busy. When I was in cosmetology school, decided that I didn't want to waste a minute. I didn't want to take the opportunity that I had to work on real heads in school and then miss that chance to have people follow me. So I actually started building my brand when I was in cosmetology school.
Nice.
And because of that and all of the relationships that I made, I was pretty well established when I got out of cosmetology school and got my license. So when I first started, it was pretty busy.
Nice.
I'll say that. And everybody's journey is different, but for me, that was definitely a blessing. And I think, what's important is a lot of times really what you need to be successful is you have to be a people person. You have to have a passion for it, but you also have to have that hustle in you.
Yeah.
And I definitely had the hustle in me, and I still do to this day.
Yes.
So
I
busy.
love it.
It was busy. I'm very fortunate.
Aw,
Yeah.
That's so cool. What would your customers say they love about Crazy Beautiful?
I think what most people love about our salon is that everyone is treated like they're a part of the family. All of us, all of our stylists, we interact with everyone's clients. I might have, Brandy's clients come in, and I'll stop and chat with them, and hey, and Brandy probably already offered a beverage, but I'll say, hey, what can I get you? You want a beverage? You want something to drink? And it's not like, oh, that's your client. Oh,
Right.
We literally all interact together. And a lot of times I think because our clients feel so comfortable, our clients make relationships too, and they're talking. And this is exactly what I wanted for my salon, right? That boutique feel, that small feel, like we're all a family here. So
And a way to be social.
yeah, I
Very
mean,
cool.
it's pretty amazing what we have
Oh,
here.
I love that. What do you love most about Midtown?
I think what's really great about where we are, especially being right across from the Y, having such amazing neighbors like Ashwood Physical Therapy and Smooth's Barbershop, we are literally a stone's throw from everything. So I think that creates kind of an opportunity for our clients to not only come in and get some fresh hair and, be catered to, but if they need to run an errand before or after their appointment, literally
here.
Pacific View Mall,
Yeah.
Trader Joe's, everything. There's, there's 14 Starbucks in the city, maybe not 14, but there's literally everything is within a stone's throw, and
Yeah.
that is the best part I
love
think
it.
about Midtown.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
I love it. What is the most memorable experience you've had with a client?
So I've had a couple of different really memorable experiences. My husband and I actually took a cruise a couple of years ago, and it's not uncommon for me to be really anywhere and someone to say, hey, I love your hair color, your style, what have you. But we were actually in Long Beach, getting ready to take our cruise, and this woman, older woman, she was with some of her friends, I'm assuming. And she stopped me and, hey, oh my gosh, where do you get your hair done? Da, da, da. And so I'm telling her, okay, I'm a stylist in Ventura. And she's like, oh, well, I live in Orange County. She's like, I want your card. And I was like, okay, Orange County, I'm in Ventura. But, of course, I was like, of course you can have my card. And I'd love to have you come out. Never in a million years did I think I would ever hear from her again. And sure enough, we get off the cruise, and it was probably a couple days later, she contacted me. And she wanted to come out. It actually started because she wanted my hair. So she wanted me to style her like mine was. And so I had her come in, and let's just say her name's Sally. And I say, okay, Sally, we're going to do this. And I say, you're going to get the Sally version of the Kristi, right? And in getting to know her and having her in my chair, I learned that she had a very, very rare form of cancer, one I had never heard of before. And so I really got to know her on a deeper level. And I think her coming that far out to see me took on like a whole new meaning. And she came out a few times after that. I was obviously flabbergasted still, what a compliment.
Yes.
So she came out a few more times, but and I've talked to her, but I haven't seen her in a while. Her health, she can't keep driving out here, but she's one that I'll always remember. She's amazing, and she really did come out. I thought, no way am I going to see this lady, and she really did come out. And so she's one I'll always have in my heart, and I'm always thinking about her.
It's beautiful.
And
that's wonderful.
when we first opened our doors, it was literally just a few days before the Thomas fire happened. And interestingly, my home was in the evacuation area. We were under mandatory evacuation for a good week. Fortunately, our house, we were fine, a little bit of smoke damage, but we were fine. But I did have a few clients who were impacted much more than I was. And I had one client in particular that she's been with me for probably like 4 or 5 years, and they lost everything. Her and her family lost everything. And her daughter, who's about the same age as my daughter, and they actually went to school together and did scouts together and everything, back in the day. Her daughter had, of all the things that they lost, and they lost everything, her daughter, she had a headband collection, and she was devastated that she lost all of her headbands in the fire. And so I wanted to bring that up because when we talk about community and we talk about, everyone, all of the resources that came forward and all the people that came forward during that time, right? It was just, it was overwhelming, right, in the best way. And I put a call out. I let all of my clients, all of our clients know, hey, this gal, probably 13-year-old girl, she lost all her headbands. What can we do? Hey, next time you come in for your appointment, whoever you are, why don't you bring in a couple headbands? Let's, get some headbands together for her. And we had like this whole basket full. It gives me chills still to this day. And so it's very memorable to me because we, surprised her. She didn't see it coming. And the way that the community responded for something like headbands for this girl who was devastated that she lost her headbands, it was just heartwarming. It was amazing to be able to do that for her.
For sure.
That's my other really memorable moment. Yeah,
it's wonderful. And everybody came together, so you were bringing people together too for a cause. What a great thing to be able to just help.
Yeah,
help
it was
somebody.
awesome.
Yeah,
it was really awesome.
What is something most people don't know about you?
So something most people don't know about me. I'm pretty much an open book, but A lot of people don't know that I actually suffer from something that's called trichotillomania. Kind of a crazy word, but it is a real disorder, and trichotillomania affects males and females, usually starting around adolescence, and it is basically repetitive pulling of the hair.
Okay.
And so for some people that might be the hair on their head, or it might be their eyelashes or their eyebrows. Some people pull hair on their arms. They have bald spots on their arms maybe. And many people aren't aware that it's a thing and that it's a real thing.
Right.
It is a real disorder. So I myself have had it since age 7. And I have told some of my clients, many of my friends know, of course my family knows.
Right.
And I would love to really raise awareness about it because so many women especially suffer with it, and it's embarrassing. People don't understand, and I want not only people to be aware of what it is, but for anybody in the community to know that we're a safe salon for that. I would like to think every salon is, but some maybe aren't as familiar with it as I am. I don't think that people know that I myself suffer from it. So I would really like to share that with people and let people know, women know, and men, if they're suffering from it. I understand, really I do. And there's tons of different hair loss type situations. We talk about alopecia, but this is one where it's actually a disorder of hair pulling.
Right.
And you can't, I think for someone who doesn't know, they would say, well, just stop. Really?
Yeah.
But you can't.
No.
It's not, it is a real thing. You can't just stop.
Is it stress induced?
Everybody's different.
Okay.
I would say for some, yes, it can be stress induced. It's really something that if you look into it further, you can, go online, you can Google it, Trichotillomania, and it's Trich.
We'll spell it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll spell it out. But you can go online and learn more about trichotillomania and kind of what all of the symptoms are that maybe go along with it, besides just the physical act of pulling hair.
Right.
Once people know, it's like anything else, right? When you know better, you do better. So when you know about these things, you can be, a little more compassionate. I mean, there's, many of the characteristics are the same. Say you run into somebody in the grocery store and you see bald spots on their head, maybe they have alopecia. Maybe it's trichotillomania, but most women have this need to, or this, fear, and so they want to cover it and nobody wants to talk about it.
Right.
But it's a real thing, and anybody can talk about it with me in my salon. I get it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
So what are your biggest challenges?
I would say probably our biggest challenge is children in the shop.
Okay.
That is something that it's a difficult subject. It's really difficult to approach that with our clients, but we really are coming from a place when we recommend against bringing kids, we're coming from a place of safety, right? We're all moms, so we get it, right? But there's so much in the shop in terms of chemicals, in terms of all of our hot tools, and we have had children in here and, they go to reach for an iron, and I would say our biggest challenge, just because, we have our ladies who, maybe think, I have to bring my son, or I have to bring my daughter, and, they'll just sit in the chair. But, kids, they don't want to just sit.
Bored.
They really do.
Yeah.
They really do. There is the occasional, child who can maybe sit with a tablet, but it's just really not. It's not the safest place. And so I would say that is our biggest challenge. And again, we get it. Not everybody can get a babysitter, but we do. All 4 of us here will really work hard to make sure that we can find an appointment that works, for when you have, childcare, or when the kid's in school, or however that works. And really, we want our client to have that moment too, to have that hour or 2 hours of self-care without having to even worry about, their son or daughter.
Sanctuary.
Right. And every client really comes in for sort of that, safe place to just be free of kids, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that would really probably even just be our only challenge, just communicating that to our clients. And we hope that they understand that we do understand, but we want our client to get that time away. And so it's always best to see if you can get a sitter, or maybe do a swap. Maybe you have a friend and, you know, maybe you babysit for each other so that each of you can come in and get that time to yourself.
Yeah.
It's so important.
For sure. Totally agree.
Yeah.
It's a sanctuary. You want to have a time to take care of you.
You need it. You really do. For some ladies, this really is the only opportunity that they get for self-care.
Well, and you're being pampered.
Yes, you are.
So if you're worrying about someone else, then you're not really taking care of you wholeheartedly.
And it's interesting because I'll have clients that, you know, we're offering a beverage, and, you know, may I get you a magazine, and we're lifting their feet up, and they're almost kind of like they don't know what to do with themselves, or, you know, I get many ladies that are trying to do it for, oh, I'll get it, or I'm like, no, relax. This is where you come and we cater to you, right? So take full advantage of that, you know, hour, 2 hours to have people cater to you. You deserve it.
Yeah. So. Will you know when you make your appointment how long it should be if you did need to get a sitter?
Generally we do, because you are, you know, in most cases you're going to let us know, or we know what service you're getting, so we know about how much time you'll be here, and so we can usually say, okay, count on about 90 minutes, and then whatever your travel time is.
Right. Okay. Okay. Is there anything exciting going on in the near future?
Well, we actually do have some really exciting announcements coming up soon. So hopefully everyone will follow our social media if they're not already, because we do most of our announcements and posting of our events and things on our social media. We do have, speaking of events, we have another hair extensions happy hour coming up soon. So
what is that?
So what it is, so we do so many hair extensions in here, and also hair pieces. So we have ladies that are maybe thin on top and they just need a solution for kind of giving them that fullness back and maybe disguising their scalp a little bit. And it's totally normal. Listen, this is, as we get older, some people it's a medical condition, what have you, but we offer solutions for both that and then for ladies who maybe they want length or they need more density. So the hair extensions happy hour is a time that we set up where we come in for a couple hours happy hour, because we'll have beverages and light snacks. And it's a time and place for us to explain how all of these hair solutions work and answer your questions. Everybody has questions. Most people think, oh, it's too expensive, or, you know, oh, it'll, you know, ruin my hair, which is false. And so it's really a good opportunity for anyone, and it's open to everyone. You don't have to be an existing client. It's open to the whole community to come in, hang out with us, and get to know these solutions and if they'll work for you. Not everyone's a candidate, and what I really love about our vibe here is we're not about that life of telling you, oh yeah, we'll make it work for you. If it's not going to work for you, we'll let you know. This won't work for you. I had a lady recently who came for a consultation, and she was, you know, so many months post chemo. Her hair's growing back, but, you know, she's looking for hair solutions, and we chatted. I got to know her story, and I said, hey, listen, here's the thing. You're not quite a candidate yet. We need a little bit more length just to make it look believable, right? Our only objective is that when you're standing in line at Vaughn's, the person behind you isn't like, what is in your hair, right? So main objective is that it be believable, natural, right? I mean, and it's for some it is kind of a luxury service, so you don't want everyone to know that that's what you have, right? So with this one particular lady, I said, you know, I absolutely think in a few months you will be a candidate, but for right now, let's get some more growth, and then we'll meet again. We set up an appointment to meet again and make sure when we meet that she is now a candidate, and then we can move forward. So
perfect. Yeah. Awesome. Kristi, thank you so much.
You're very
welcome. It was such a
welcome.
pleasure to meet you, and thank you for allowing us to come into your space.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have the best day ever.